Jeez Louise. Namaste, everybody. I'm so sorry. I just figured if I didn't put my camera on, even if I wasn't ready, I would never get ready. This is going to be happy birthday moon children out there. Yeah, Cancer. Just want to show you my new candle. My fairies. I found the name. This is Jenny. Jenni, like Jenny Rivera. And this is Jackie. Little Jackie. I think that's perfect. And I love it. I love them. Jenny Rivera is always looking over Jackie. My friend Bella Butterfly. Her real name is Jackie. And there's Jackie. And there's Jenny. Okay. And then we have, I forget her name, but I think for some reason I hear Madison. I'm sure I gave her a different name, and this one is Sam. She has 2 candles. She was really holding a salt and pepper shaker, but of course I had to put candles there. And she has a lot of personality. This one, she reminds me a little bit of Savannah. I think her name was Sunflower originally. I think somebody named Sunflower gave me her a while ago. Anyway, I just wanted to have my altar correct. This is my little altar, and I have some sage going, but we didn't even do the Palo Santo yet, but we will. Okay. I'm not putting you in my regular altar. Why? Happy birthday, moon children. I'm looking for a moonchild. Skipping and hopping on a moonchild. I was going to write out the lyrics, but then I realized that didn't say moonchild, it was moonshadow. And I was trying to turn it into, moonchild. Which I looked at the lyrics for moonchild. There is a song out for moonchild, but I didn't like it. Okay. So let me get started. Right. It's not the right angle. It's never the right angle. Unless I can hold it up to the sky and make myself skinnier. Anyhow, I want to do a little nice thing. I don't know why this bothers me so much, but I just need you to have the smoke. That makes me happy. I don't know. Little things make me happy. So listen, Cancer, Cancerians, moon children out there, happy birthday. I'm not going to make you sit through my birthday wishes, but before, let's take care of business. Let's take care of business. That was a bad attempt at trying to be cool. Okay. So, let's do prayers up first. What was that? Was that a deck of cards? Hold on a second, guys. It's never easy in the studio. Oh, it was deck of cards. I should do this standing up, okay? Because I'll be sitting down and then my back will lock. Okay, anyhow, I want to have prayers up. A lot of people are needing prayers. I feel like this is so odd. Okay. A lot of people are needing prayers. Okay, so first one, of course, is our sister friend. That sounded weird too. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Don't look at the messy house. Okay. Water Express. Cruise on to Horterville. Okay, just ignore me. All right, so Kim Magical. I think she might be having her second operation. She had the nose operation. I've been leaving her messages every day, probably bothering the crap out of her. I didn't hear back. I only heard back that one time where she said she had the nose operation and she couldn't breathe. And I was giving her suggestions and told her I would do prayers up, and she asked me for prayers up, and she never asks for anything. So prayers up continuing for Kim Magical. A comeback is her channel. So please give her prayers up. Go to her channel, sub up. If you didn't watch all her videos, watch her videos. Okay, put some comments in. That helps the algorithm. If you want to do a sister a favor, okay, that helps. If you just want to drop in and just say, heard you were, ill, I hope you feel better. That would mean the world. Okay, she also makes jewelry, and she has a lot of jewelry that she made right before her accident. So anyhow, the next person on my prayers up list is Nick. Nick is Zen Jen, our sister. I call her my baby sister, my little sister, Zen Jen. Okay, her son has cancer, and he's been going through, treatments, and then he got COVID, so he couldn't go forward with his treatments. I think he got COVID, or maybe he had the flu. I'm not 100% sure on the COVID or the flu. Okay, but that doesn't matter. What matters is prayers up for her son. He's going to be going to the doctor appointment on Monday, I guess, an evaluation to see what was working, what's not working, what we could do differently. Please put prayers up. He's a young man in his 20s, and he's been battling this back and forth for the last, I think, year. Maybe a year, under a year. But anyhow, prayers up for Nick Prasad. Thank you. Zen Jen's son. Okay, and the third person on my list, and of course there could be many people on a list, all the kids and missing people that we're looking for. They're always on my list. They're always on my candle. Where's my candle? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, if you think I don't write names on candles, this is just one example. Monkey, Summer Moon, Harmony, Jennifer Doulos, Suzanne on this one? Suzanne is on this one too. Okay. So, never doubt that I don't write them on. The last person on my list for tonight, for this evening, for prayers up, please prayers up, is I call her a sassy sub of mine. She goes way back, I think 2020. She has bought a lot of my healing artwork, and she has a beautiful granddaughter who I love and care about, and she raises her granddaughter much like Kim Magical. She raises her granddaughter. So prayers up for her, because she just texted me recently. She has been going through cancer and treatments, and then she had to stop with the treatments because you can't keep on doing the treatments. You have to wait a little while and then see how your body adjusts. But she just said that her doctor suggested that she gets more, I believe, chemo and radiation as some sort of extra package to try to work on the sacral chakra. So prayers up for Tammy, everybody. Tammy. I used to call her a different name because, to keep her keep her privacy, but that's not her name. Tammy is not the one she is in the comments on my channel. She has a different name. And so I'm not going to match those two up. But the reason why I needed to use her name, Tammy, is because when I'm saying prayers and they're going up to heaven, they're going up to the angels, to God, you just want to have that person's name in your mouth. That person's name, their real name, if you tell God, please help Mystic Brady with her financial woes, or help Mystic Brady, get popular, whatever it is. Okay, just using that as a stupid example. Of course, God knows who I am, but it's always better to use your government name or your name that you were born with, that you were given, instead of your stage name. Okay, so that's why I asked if I can use her regular name when I give her shout out or prayers up, and she said absolutely. So please pray for Tammy to go through the treatments well, to help the cancer to get eliminated from her body, and her body to be healed, so she can continue being that beautiful mother and grandmother, and raising her granddaughter. And please prayers up for Nick, so that he continue his young life, and just move on to having his happy life, healthy, happy life. And and of course, my girl Kim Magical. So prayers up, please. In Jesus' name. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a little bit differently than I usually do. Before I read the cards, I'm going to just straight read my notes, because I've been collecting notes for my moon children out there. The moon has been very strong. Okay. So I just want to say I'm open and receptive to receiving any messages for my sassy subs out there, and my moon children, my Cancer moon children, and that's Merry Mermaid and Merry Merman. And I have my because you're a water sign, I have my mermaid cards. These are from Genocide Jen. And I also have these cards that I barely ever use, but I used to use them back in the day a lot, especially for this reading. I used to do it outside, and I wish I could do it outside. You can't do anything outside because it is so freaking hot. I got dehydrated yesterday. And I was only out for like 15 minutes, I guess, maybe 20 tops. And I got so dehydrated. I felt sick. I saw stars in front of my eyes. I saw little white things, little black things, and I just was really ill. And I'm still not feeling great, but I just want to find... Hold up, I want to find my Cancer card. So Cancer are one of the 3 water signs, which there are Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio. Okay, and they're emotional. Hold up, sorry, I should have this all prepared, but you know, this is real life over here. Okay, so here we go. The reason why I like this, I like to take this out. Oh, it's such a beautiful picture. Okay, where's my glasses? I'm going to take this off because it's really, sorry about the bad hair and the bald spots. But, can't be a beauty queen every day. Okay, or sometimes 0 days. Okay, anyhow. I just like the ambiance of all my mermaids, my candle. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. If you don't think I do it, this one is dedicated to Kim Magical, Nick P, and Tammy M. And this is really nice candle from, that is lavender, it's for night sleep. It just calms me down. It doesn't make me go to sleep. But it's really nice smell. It's really delicious smell. Anyhow, there is Jenny and there is Jackie, and they are watching over things. Okay, sorry about that. I am such a AD person, ADD. Okay, so isn't this beautiful? Cancer, the doula. Isn't a doula somebody who helps people have babies? Feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sentimental, introverted, defensive, family-oriented. And I think that's a beautiful picture back there. Okay, so I have had the pleasure of being friends with several Cancers in my life, and they happen to be best friends. Okay, I don't like how that looks. Does not look good, but we can't be vain all the time, can we? All right, so I have a good friend. She used to live right down my street. I call her MB for Meatball, but her real name is Donna. Shout out for Donna. She's from Brooklyn originally, and that white thing is bothering me. She moved to Florida, but she lived down the block from me, and we used to always love Jersey Shore, even though we weren't in each other's life at all times. We always, tried to stay connected. We stayed connected through Facebook. Anyhow, she's one of my good friends, and she used to work in the 90s when I lived in the condo. She lived in the condo down the street, like walking distance, and I lived in the condo up the street, and she had several parties that she had me work. And long story short, she worked because she saw that I would lose track of time, and I was in people's houses till like 5 a.m. She goes, you need a manager. So she came to several parties with me as my manager, and she would try to push the time frame along. Those were the fun days. We went to a lot of parties together. And I don't think she ever took money from me, because she said, we're friends, so money won't be exchanged. She said, you could read my cards again, or you could make me a drink or something like that. So that's what we did. Anyhow, another good friend I had was at a school I worked at. PS19 in Staten Island, and I had a good friend that was the sign of Cancer as well. Actually, I think her birthday is on my wedding. Yeah. The 17th, I believe, or is she the 18th? Anyhow, she's a very good friend, and then she lives in Staten Island still. And also my good friend, my sister's husband, John, he's a sign of Cancer as well. So a lot of moon children out there. I know Jen's son, Matthew, is a sign of Cancer, or he's on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, but I think he's pretty much moon child. Anyhow, now let me get to my notes. Okay. I just have a few notes. Yeah. When I was meditating, because I thought I was going to do this like a few days ago, I was really in the mood. I think it was, the 4th of July, I had to make the potato salad and clean the bathroom, so I did that. And yeah, that does take my day. Okay. And then, try to have a good time in the pool, then get out of the pool, so yeah, you should have those problems, right? Okay, so kind of what the gist. Oh, by the way, everybody, cheers. It's Saturday. I poured myself a mega pint of wine. I thought it necessary. It's not the good stuff. It's just some Merlot box wine. Beggars can't be choosers, because I didn't get to the store. I was in a locked-in phase. I was not in a phase of like, let me run around here, let me go out, walk and talk. No, none of that. Anyhow, sometimes that happens. So my message for Cancer was that I feel like and this might resonate for other people out there. Okay. It might resonate for other people out there in terms of, you don't have to be the sign of Cancer to have these feelings. But do you feel like you being the Hermit? Like, I saw the Hermit card come up. Like you were locking in, but now you're starting to come out, but you have to make a decision. So Cancer, moon children, your period of just like staying by yourself, or just pushing people away, or not making that job choice, or that move, makes you stagnant. Okay. It makes you stagnant. So in other words, what the angels and the guides are saying is, you have to be brave enough and make the decision. We'll be here for you, whatever that decision is, because you won't move forward, you won't feel better until you make that decision. Okay? I think it is. Somebody in my head just said, I think it's Palo Santo time up in that biatch. Mermaid. Merry mermaid, merry mermen. Yeah, and this is for not just female. I don't have just a female audience. Although I do have many more female than men, my readings for the signs and the messages for anybody, collective, is for anybody, male or female. Oh, that's a good burn. That's a good burn. Last night when I wasn't feeling so good, I lit my candle. I have a coconut candle that's right next to my couch. And I lit my coconut candle, and I lit a Palo Santo up in that biatch, and I felt better. I really did. I went on my head chakra. This is how you have to do it. Then you go on your third eye chakra. then it goes out, and it constantly goes out. It's annoying AF. Okay, the millennials got that one right. It is annoying AF, but it's worth it because it's, what are they from, Peru or Ecuador? Palo Santo trees grow in a certain part of the world. I think it's Ecuador or Peru. Anyhow, crown chakra. Oh, that was a nice circle. And I'm asking all spirit guides to come in, take away any negative energy. This is my third eye chakra. So anything, any kind of visions. Pituitary gland is right here. Frontal lobe. And now throat chakra, expressing, thyroid, expression, communication. And then heart chakra. It's still lit, but it's just not. They just said, do my hands. Okay. Recirculate. Yeah, because I'm having a lot of back problems as of late. I know you don't want to hear that. You just like, go on with the reading. But being protected, you notice I didn't do all of my long prayers because I think I left it in my pocketbook the time I was in the car doing the reading. So, yeah, that's not good, right? We are going to let that burn, but we're also going to burn, yeah, it's lit, but it's not showing smoke. I'm also going to put a white sage up in the house. I'm not going to worry about that scary video I saw about you have to open up. I can't open up the windows. We have air conditioned 24/7, 365. But I can open up the curtain when I'm done. I can open up the door, and then that'll be enough. But plus, when you have Palo Santo up in the biatch, that makes everything better. Okay, so get back to Moon Children. That's what I just heard. All right, sorry about the hag hair. All right, so what I wanted to say is make that decision. Okay, Cancer? Make that decision. It's very important that you do it. You've put it off enough. You've almost put it off enough. You've procrastinated long enough. Like, it's time for, and the other message was, it's time for Cancers, Moon Children, to feel like I am worthy to have all the things that I want to have in life. I am worthy to have a good job, a good career. Or even if it's just a part-time job or 2 part-time jobs. Somebody's showing me somebody needs to have 2 part-time jobs, and they will be happier during those 2 part-time jobs than they were their whole life, because God is sending you somebody to meet at each job that's going to do something for your life. Okay? That's for somebody. Yeah. And so for a lot of Cancers, they feel betrayed in terms of love. What is the message behind that? Okay, I just heard shit or get off the pot. So yeah, I feel like there was a betrayal. On the same token, I feel like the Moon Children said, okay, you hurt me, you did something that was sneaky, or you did something not nice, and I don't deserve that. So I'm going to go away from you and see how you feel without me as much in your life, or even a separation with some Cancers with their significant others. But I do feel that a lot of people are going to apologize to you, Cancer. And if they don't apologize in the correct way, don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to take them back because they didn't apologize in the correct way. I feel like some of you out there, this might be your scenario. They really do love you and they want you back, and they don't know what to do without you in their life. Okay, that's one scenario. Then there's another, like there's a fork. They're showing me a fork in the road, and that's a symbol for tell them the other scenario. for maybe other people. So some people will get that apology. It might not be perfect, and you will say to them, actions speak louder than words. I appreciate your apology. That is very late, I might add. But they mean it this time. They didn't mean it in the past, but they mean it now, because some of you Cancers out there, you taught them a lesson. You removed yourself, you removed your good intentions, you removed your cheery self from them. Whether it was an in-house separation or actually you moved out, or they moved out, or you went to stay with somebody, or they went to stay with somebody. The thing is, that's what the angels are telling me, Cancer, that you need to figure out what you want, okay? You need to be open with what you want moving forward, okay? So the other fork of the road, they're showing me another scenario that almost showing me the symbol, and I thank you for giving me these messages very strongly, because I didn't think I felt that strong. So I procrastinated and didn't come on, but I was like, can you help me out with the Moon Children? And they were like, yeah, you're going old school, the way I used to do my readings, old school. Not so much with the murders and the missing. I would do a lot of readings for the collective, which I haven't done. I am sorry. I will get back on it. So, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay, right away. Okay. But the other side of it is there are some Cancers that it's the wrong person, and your gut feeling, because you are very intuitive, your gut feeling told you that for a long time, but you didn't, because you loved them so much, you didn't want to see it. And also because it's so hard to change, that you just kept on putting yourself down, digging yourself down, and accepting whatever they threw at you. And so they were throwing you crumbs. Okay, I'll see you next week, or I'll be a little bit nice 2 weeks from now. But then there would be a blowout, or there'll be coldness. And then you just kept accepting whatever they gave you, and think the more you did that, the more of a deep, I would say it's less than a depression. It was more of a way of life. You just making this your way of life and accepting it. Well, I guess I really don't deserve that thing that was in my head. That's just for the movies. No, it's not for the movies. Okay, nobody is perfect, no relationship is perfect, but you could have that relationship that you want, which is friendship and affection, and somebody that works with you, that doesn't take from you, they give to you, they think about you when you're not with them, they think about what you would enjoy, they try to make you that nice meal, or take you out to a restaurant that you would enjoy, or make that trip that you would enjoy, or just listen to you on the phone, or listen to you in person, complain about something that you're worried about. And they try to encourage you to change your job if you don't like your job, or change your position, or stand up for yourself. That's a true friend. That's a true lover. That's a true soulmate. And so this one scenario of these Cancer, these Moon Children that I'm seeing, they like, I hear downtrodden, were pushed. You pushed your emotions down, you pushed your needs down, and you just accepted less. They gave you a crumb, you deserve the whole cake. And you're starting to see, hey, some people give each other the whole cake. Maybe that could be me. And that's the first step in the right direction. Okay, I'm not trying to be all dramatic, but maybe I am, because I am dramatic. Okay, so I was just relaying it as I was receiving it. Okay, now I'll just read. And then, so the first scenario was, there's some people that, some moon children out there, some cancers out there you will hear an apology. You will hear, I'm sorry, but you've heard it before. So you have to be strong. Moon children, you have to be strong, and you have to say, show me that you really are sorry for what you hurt me with in the past, and how are you going to be different? How are we going to make this a better relationship, a more beautiful relationship, a friendship that's really strong and loving? Because there's some cancers out there, they just want a hug, and the person doesn't even hug them. They just want, somebody to say, you're beautiful, or you're handsome, or, I think that I love the way you smile, or I love the way you laugh, or you make other people laugh. And you're not hearing the right words. You're not hearing that. You did in the past, but you ran up a mountain for this particular person. And there's been fights, there's been arguments, and then there's been cold shoulder. I got a lot of people with the cold shoulder. Either you might have given it, or they give it to you. After you didn't get your needs or your wants satisfied, you might have given the cold shoulder, or you might have yelled and screamed to no avail, and the other person might have just went, okay, whatever. And so that's not good. So you have to, if you're going to give this person another chance, or give this job or career another chance, you're going to have to do it differently. Okay? With expressing exactly what I need: A, B, C, and D, E, F, G. Okay? And your boss might say, well, I can only give you A, B, C, and sometimes D. Or your spouse or significant other might say, I'm going to give you A through Z. And you might say, girl or boy, you hardly give me A and B. Okay, am I making any sense? Because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to put you down. Okay, so now I'm just going to read the notes because I've made a fool of myself already. Okay, all right. So Cancer, moon children, I don't know what that says. I think they were selfish. You were giving, you were kind, they were taking, okay? Okay, you, and some of you out there were a couple, you were a team, and you were a fun couple that went from 100 to 0, okay? Because at one point, everybody was like looking at you guys as the perfect relationship, and then all of a sudden, it just like, things happen, and things always happen in life, and it changed, and it's like, where are we now? Like, is this fake? Is this phoniness? Is this real? I thought it was real. And like, somebody used to write letters, and that was a big part of the relationship. This is not for everybody. This is for some people, because they just showed me writing letters. Why don't you write me letters anymore? Yeah, it's just like, you got to start writing. Somebody out there, you have to start writing to each other, because that used to work for you guys. Okay. Yeah, you went from 100 to, as a couple, you were like, the it couple at one point, and then you went to 0. So you are waiting for answers, moon children. Your person did not put in the effort, but they are trying to get back with you. And that's true. So remember, there's a fork in the road. Okay, there's a fork in the road. There's 2 roads. One road, the person wants to give an apology. They're afraid, they don't know how to say it, but they don't want to lose you. And they're kind of like, trying to see if you're really going to stand your ground, or you're going to come back as the one who gave 80% and that person only gave 20%. Okay? And in relationships, it's never even. Sometimes somebody gives 110 and the other person gives, a little bit less or a lot less. But the thing is, you need to have your needs met. You need to feel like you're a very important person in their life, and you need to feel treasured. And somebody's getting a necklace. I just saw a beautiful necklace. And there was a ring bought, but it's the wrong size. Is that an omen? No, it's just the wrong size. Okay. Anyway, there's going to be somebody that wants to, some people that are trying to get back with Cancer, and they're going to give you the apology, but you might not be there. You might say, listen, I don't see any actions backing anything up. So how do I know that you're not just going to get comfortable and hurt me again, or betray me again in 6 months? And in life, we really don't know, but the way you'll know is this person will come with, even though it feels awkward to them, they will come with explanations, they will come with apologies, and they will tell you what they're going to do differently. With, what is that called? You got to take a stand, or you got to do, like when people break up and then they want to get back together with somebody, they have to take a stand or do, I forget the word, but it's like some people buy a ring or a car or flowers, or I don't know anybody who bought a car, no, I do know one person that bought a car. But anyhow, it's like a gesture. You have to watch, moon children out there, you have to watch your significant other make a gesture. And behind that gesture, you don't want just a materialistic thing. You want to see actions. You want to see that person really suffered without you. They really feel truly sorry, and they don't want to live without you. Okay? And if you feel that in your heart, then you'll know, okay, we can go on. All right? But if you don't feel that in your heart, listen to that gut feeling. Listen to that feeling, because most people don't change. Okay? And you deserve the best. You don't deserve another 30 years with somebody who's doing the same thing over and over again, has disappointed you, has treated you poorly, take. Okay? You deserve somebody who's just like you, who is interested in things that you're interested in, and who wants to respect you and love you the way you deserve to be loved. Okay. Sorry about the speeches, but I don't know why the smoke is not going. There it goes. Okay. Angels, are you with me in this reading? Make the smoke go all crazy. Okay. All right. So you're waiting for answers from your person. They did not put in the effort in the past, but some are trying to get back with you. They messed up, and they need to see how they hurt you. They hurt you, and they need to be truly sorry and treat you like the soulmate and best friend and lover that you clearly are to them. These people kept you at arm's length. Yeah, that was something else they were showing me. It's like they kept you at arm's length, and knowing that you would always be there, and that's not fair to you. They should have been treating you like the king or the queen that you are. So Cancer, Moonchild, someone wasn't putting in the effort. You were doing mostly everything, and there is still a chance for some of you. There's still a chance, and you've shared other karmic lifetimes with this person. And if you're not sure who the person is, who's the person that you thought of when I first started talking? Who's the person? Some of you out there had this person come back at you and ask you, you want to get back together? You want to move in together? You want to go out on a date? And you just said no, because your heart was hurt. And so the angels are saying, and also some single moon children out there, you know, like that aren't in a relationship for the past like 7 years. They just showed me 7. Okay, 7 years, 5 years. They're showing me that there was a bad person that was like, you were very in love with them at one point, and then they did you dirty, or it didn't work out, and you were out. You were like, take a get out. But then they were trying to send you somebody else, and you were like, no, closing yourself off to everybody. And so what the angels are saying is, you got to get back out there. For some of you, need to get back out there and just, you know, start even just sitting. They're showing me like, looks like a bar, but it could be, it's a bistro type of thing. Like there's high tables, those high chairs and high tables. I forget what they're called. I have one in the pool room because it used to be in my apartment. And it's just like, because cancers tend to be like, oh no, I'm not going, especially the pandemic. And everybody's like, a lot of people is like that. I'm not necessarily like that, but you know, so go out, put your mask on and go out. We gotta get out there again. For some of you, it's just a matter of like going out for walks, or going out to a clubhouse, or going out to just something outdoors with music, just getting yourself out again, because you like to be out there. You need people, even just, you know, friends and stuff like that. Okay, so there's somebody that presented a karmic situation, meaning that you were in love and you might have been together and then you broke up because that person did something to betray you, and it didn't work out, but you keep on thinking of that person and they still want to get back together. That is usually a karmic relationship. You've had many lifetimes together. And sometimes, like karmic relationships, sometimes if you're a woman now, you could have been a man in that lifetime, and they could have been a woman, or vice versa. Okay, so karma will always get you back together again, or in the same state together, or back somehow. But it's up to you both to figure out how to stay together and have a successful relationship, so that you don't have to find out in another lifetime how to be successful. Okay, so there was for some of you moon children out there, there was a separation, or you were apart. Do not go back do not go back too soon. I didn't say don't go back at all. I said do not go back too soon. Okay, because you're figuring out things, and even just write a list of what things that you need in your life at this point, at this age. What do you need to happen before you will say yes again, or try it again? Okay, some of you might need therapy. Okay, that's not bad. So wait to see progress. Yeah, so in other words, they were trying to tell me to tell you to not just like hear the apology and say, okay, all right, well, they make a gesture and they're like, okay, we'll get back together then. No, they're saying wait. Even wait after you hear the apology and think about it and see and call them, talk to them on the phone, text them, go out for platonic dates to see if that magic is still there, to see if that person has really changed, to see if they have changed their ways, okay? Because we don't really change, but we can improve on ourselves, and, see how we can help the other person to feel cherished. And see, so they want you to make sure that person is going to do that. Because if they're not going to do it, or they only put in a little bit of effort, just like they used to, then you have to know, I got to make a decision. I'm worth 100% effort. I'm worth at least 90% effort. I shouldn't be doing all the work here, okay? Because if you are, then that person really isn't your soulmate, because they don't give an F if they're not going to try to treat you like, I just heard royalty. I don't know why. And you don't expect to be treated like royalty. You just expect to be treated like a best friend, a soulmate, a person that they admire. And this is also for the jobs, but I'll get into the job. There's a situation with the job. Okay, so. Oh, here's the letter. Oh, crap. Okay, I did write it down. I forgot that I wrote this. All right, so children, cancers, don't go back so quickly. Don't let that person back into your heart full time so quickly. Wait until you see the progress. Then it says 8 pages or 11-page letter. 8 to 11-page letter. Okay. Or a poem. Oh my gosh, that's romantic. Okay, so are you writing 8 to 11 pages, or is somebody writing you a poem or a song? Okay, so it says go back slow, go back to the phone and text. I already said that. Coffee, tea, or a drink together. Coffee, tea, or a drink, or lunch, or dinner, appetizers. Okay, but not that much alcohol. You know why? Because you want to see that person stone cold sober, and you want to be stone cold sober at the same time. You want to see them in the light and the dark, and so you want to see them in the morning, the afternoon, and at night. So make 3 dates. If you're really trying to see how they are, make 3 dates. Like, I myself am not a morning person, but I would like to go to breakfast. Okay, anyhow, they ruin things. Cancer, you walked away. You went on break. You know when you have a job and it's like the boss or somebody tells you, or even kids, they were like, oh, I need this or I need that. No, I'm sorry, I'm on break. Okay? Nobody's supposed to bother you when you're on break. Anyway, they're saying, Cancer, you went on break. But I can't read what my writing is. They ruin things around it up. Oh, they A-Ron'd it up. They A-Ron'd it up. They A-Ron'd it up. So you had something good. There was like, all right, say, there was this, right? Where is it? There was this. Right? Okay. And then they A-Ron'd it up. So it went down to this. And it's mostly white instead of pink. Okay? But if you wait, it'll come back to be like that. Okay. I know, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me either. They just make me say it. Okay. So they A-Ron'd it up, but they know they A-Ron'd it up, and they don't want to lose you forever. Some of them. None of them want to lose you forever, but they kind of like put you aside and put somebody else. I don't know why I'm thinking in terms of royalty, but somebody else on the throne. and you were pushed aside. And then they realize that person doesn't belong to be on their throne. Okay. So you may have moved on. Some of you may have moved on at last. Okay. A slow masculine is coming in slowly, not to upset you. Okay. Why are they coming in slowly? Because they feel stupid and they feel like they don't want to lose you forever. So they're like coming in slow and steady. Okay. I was just told more Palo Santo. So let's do it. Okay, so you may have moved on at last. A slow masculine is coming in, not to upset you, slowly, not to upset you. Happy birthday, Cancer. Okay. Some Cancers will move on from the relationship totally. But some of you have felt very lonely and without. Being without you, they have shed tears without you. Because there's nobody like you. There's nobody quite like you. And they want that best of you. They want you to nurture them again like you once did. But they have to earn it. Some of them. Okay. All right. So that's the end of my notes, right? Yeah. Someone was putting in the effort. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't have that many notes, but notice how it took me 700 years to read that. Okay. So let's do. For some reason, I want to do these first. I don't usually always do these first. Let me just. These are messages, angel messages or spirit messages. Okay, so what do we have to say for the Cancer? Moon children. What messages do spirit guides want to tell them? What messages from heaven? What messages in general do they want to tell Cancer? And Cancer is, the water signs are from June 21st. One second. June 21st to... June 21st to July 22nd. So we're just in the beginning of Cancer, but there's going to be a bunch of full moons, and I don't really know, like, I used to be into the strawberry moon, the blue moon, all that jazz. I'm lucky if I can keep Mercury retrograde in order. But there's a bunch of moon action going on, which really affects Cancer deeply. I don't know why I had to show that to you. I just had to show it to you. Sorry guys, I need to light this again. That's what they said, and light a sage at the same time. And try not to blow myself up. Cancer, happy birthday. Love, light, relationship, harmony, soulmate, energy, excellent career and fortune, abundance. Wishes to you. And friendship, always friendship. Whoa, that's how I like it. Okay, let me sage these. Sage and Palo Santo up in this biatch. Okay, what do we need to know for Cancer? Oh, that popped out. What do we need to know for the Cancers? Moon children. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. So the first one that popped out, it says, I am always with you, even though it frustrates you. You can't see or feel me, but please keep saying my name. Talk to me, and I always listen to my baby. Yes, you're still my baby, and I will send you a heart. Look for hearts in weird places. Okay, so yeah, these are the cards from your ancestors, your angels, and usually this is for people that passed over. So I'm feeling a fatherly energy, a father spirit. It could be a father, a grandfather, or a brother. Okay? And if you have all of them in heaven, then it's all of them. They're trying to tell you that they are still with you, even though you can't see them. They know it's frustrating. They want you to say their name, write their name down, and keep saying their name, and talk to them. They hear it. They hear you. They collect your tears when you're crying. They know when you're frustrated, and they see you as frustrated right now. Whether it's relationships, career, jobs, or friendships, problems, they feel it and they know it. They know about every hair on your head. Okay, so they want you to know that you're still their baby, and they will send you a heart or hearts in weird places. Thank you. That was beautiful. Okay. The next one up is, we want you to write down 3 people that you need to talk to. Either a phone call, in person, a letter, or an email. So this is a big thing they're telling me with writing. So you must respond to writing, or maybe you're a writer, or you just love to write and have notes written back to you. And like I said in my notes, somebody, or even yourself, an 8-page letter or 11-page letter, including a poem, or it is a poem, or it's a song, for some of you moon children out there. So we want you to write down 3 people that you need to talk to, either in person, a phone call, a letter, or an email, and get busy. Okay? The next one, you are protected. Stay away from toxic things and people. Yes, Cancers tend to attract very toxic people, because Cancers are very open and receptive to I'm not gonna judge you, even though I know you're doing the wrong thing. That's why Cancers are such good friends to hang out with. My one friend, Arlene from Staten Island, when I would have a bad day or the principal was on my butt, which was usually I would tell her, I need to go to the bar after work. Will you go with me? And she would go, yep, we'll go there. And we would go there, we would have a drink, a beer. A lot of times she wasn't drinking anymore, so she would just have a soda, and then we would have maybe an appetizer, or sometimes just sit and talk. But she would always be there for me, and she would never say, oh, you shouldn't drink so much. She would just say, are you going to be okay? You want me to drive you home? So what I'm saying is, Cancers, moon children, are open and receptive to not being judgmental of maybe some people. But if you see your friend or your loved one or your significant other, and they're having maybe too many toxic habits or addictions or things that are not helping them, it's hurting them, Cancers have to put a stand and say, listen, I want to help you, but you gotta want to help yourself too. Anyway, it's saying right now the angels are telling you to stay away from toxic things, toxic people, and tell them off. Don't pussyfoot around. Tell them off. Put them in their place. Just stay away from toxic peeps or situations. And it says, pray to us for protection. So that tells me that the moon children need protection right now, a little extra protection. Okay? Because we don't want you to be by yourself. We don't want you to be sitting like in a room, or at your job all by yourself and never going out like with everybody when everybody goes out because, everybody's toxic. No, not everybody is toxic. You know the ones, the feeling that you get when somebody's being like inappropriate, or I just saw the word irate. Like you can't reason with them. Okay. That was weird. Because I never used that word irate, but I know what it means, but they just showed me somebody's being irate. So you're not going to be able to reason with them. Also, somebody has a hurt shoulder, the right shoulder. Like my right shoulder doesn't hurt, but it just felt like somebody was like stabbing you in that shoulder. Okay, so you might know somebody like that, or might be some cancers out there. Okay, it says go for a walk. If you go by a tree, hug it and kiss it. If you see water, touch it, throw a rock in it. Go in the water, go swimming, swim more. You don't have anywhere to swim, go in your bathtub, go in the shower. Look for shells, rocks, take it home, put a name on it, put my name on it. Okay. I will send you a butterfly or a flower or a shell out of the blue. Okay, I know it sounds weird. This is another message from your angels, ancestors, people who passed over. They're saying that you're not getting out in nature enough. If you go out in nature, you will get healed. You will feel better. They're saying that they're going to send you something. But if you see a shell or a rock, take it home from your walk and put their name on it. Whose name? The person that you think of that is in heaven. The person that you think of right away, that you miss the most. It'll come in your head right away. They said put their name on it, and they will send you a butterfly or a flower. And also keep in mind the hearts that they're going to send you. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more messages from Spirit, and then we're going to go to the other cards. This is really long. I didn't know this would be so long, but I never stop talking. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to pressure myself, but I am going to drink my wine a little bit fast. Cheers. It never goes away. What do we need? What do moon children need to know? What does Cancer need to know? Whoa. Fumbles. Okay, what does Cancer need to know? Just 2 more. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Angels. Okay. Look at your body. Okay. Look at your body. Be grateful for your hands, your arms, your legs, and your heart, and your brain. I am thankful for my body and my mind. They want you to say, I am thankful for my body, exactly as it is right now, and my mind. I am grateful for my body and my mind. I am grateful for my body and my mind. Oh, why? At that moment, all the ashes just fell off. Really got to clean this whole table off, put all the paints aside, or put the paints away so I could put the tablecloth on it. Okay? It's really messy. Okay, and the last spirit message from your angels is, I wish I could hug you again. I wish I could hug you again. Yeah, I'm getting a very masculine energy, and it could be a father or a grandfather or a brother. Okay, so I wish I could hug you again, and I love to visit your bedroom, kitchen, and car. I love to visit your bedroom, kitchen, and car. So they're around you. They're definitely around you. When you feel like they are, say their name. They want you to say their name so that you can communicate when you're awake. Maybe they come in your dreams, but they want to help you in your life right now. They don't want you to think they're gone. They're not. They're just on a different level. Okay. So, what do we need to tell? Now we're going to do the mermaid ones. What do we need to tell our Cancer friends, our moon children? No. Just going to shuffle these at the same time because these are mermaid as well. What do we need to know for Cancer? What do we need to know for Cancer? Thank you. To know for Cancer. Thank you. Cancer, MOONCHILDREN, MOONCHILDREN, Cancer. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Your spirit guides. Can't read those. Some of them are just too small and I can't read them at this point in the game. What do we need to know for Cancer in terms of love? Do the angels want to tell Cancer? Do the angels want to tell Cancer? Thank you. Cancer, children. Cancer, children. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so can you see my smoke? You can't see it. You can't see it. You can see it. Can't see it. Can. Okay, so we have playtime. Cancers need more playtime. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so Cancer, the dolphins know the importance of playing. As joy creates miracle. Oh my gosh. Raise your hand if you're a Cancer and you have a dolphin tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, but at one point in my life, I was thinking, and I was hanging out with my Cancer friend, Donna. I called her Meatball MB. We called each other MB. Anyway, and I was thinking of seriously, because she had a little tattoo on her ankle, and I was seriously thinking about getting a tattoo. And I was into dolphins real big. Right? Dolphin right, dolphin left. Anyway, I almost got a dolphin tattoo, and but I didn't. So anyway, how many mermaids and mermen out there, Cancer, moon children, have a dolphin tattoo? Okay, you might not, but you might just like dolphins. Anyway, they're saying you need to play more. All right, the dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. If you don't play, if you don't have that free time, that even there's some people that into sports out there, and your friend's going to come up to you and say, I can get tickets for this game or whatever, right? I don't know really much about sports, but it's either hockey or baseball or basketball. It's something. It's some kind of sport. And you need to push yourself and say yes. Start saying yes to things, all right? So that you can get out of that house, get out of that apartment, get out of that closet, get out of that small space that you're putting yourself in because you're being a hermit, because you're upset, all right? So playtime brings on manifestation of your dreams, makes your dreams come true. Okay? I like that. Okay. The next one I got is accept heaven's help. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help. So get out of the way and let heaven help you. Yes. What do you think all these cards were about? Your spirit guides, the people in heaven, everybody has lost somebody that you're thinking of right now. Okay? Of course, I always think of my mother. I think of my father sometimes too. I think of my Aunt Winnie. Anyway, start asking heaven for help. Start asking your spirit guides, your angels, the people that you've lost for help. Pray to them. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. How many of you, raise your hand, moon children, have cried, I want a girlfriend, I want a boyfriend, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want a significant other that's awesome, that knows me, that doesn't push me or nag me, that just enjoys similar things that I like. I want somebody to go places with. I want a good job, or I want a good part-time job, whatever it is. I want a hobby. Whatever it is, okay? Heaven is going to answer you, but get out of the way and let them tell you. Receive it. I'm open and receptive to receiving the messages. Look at that. That's why they want you to go out walking. That's why they want you to go swimming. They want you to get out there so that you can hear the messages and feel it. And feel like, just pretend for 5 minutes that you have everything that you wanted. And just sit in that moment. Light a candle. Light some Palo Santo up in this biatch. Some sage. Okay, if you don't have any, let me know. I'll send it to you. You know I will. Okay, and just pretend for 5 minutes of meditation. Put on Jason Stevenson in the background. And pretend for 5 minutes that you got everything that you wanted. You're seeing yourself in the career that you wanted. You're seeing people saying, hey, how you doing? High five. That's in my mind. I live in a world, I'm walking down the street, people high-fiving me. Hey, you want to have coffee next week? You want to have coffee today? You want to go to lunch? That's in my world, okay? The missing kids that you worked on, they were found. Thank you. Thank you, Katrina. That's in my world, okay? Devin is healthier in my world, in my mind, okay? He doesn't have all the aches and pains that he has, and he's going on a trip with me away, actually on a plane to a tropical island, okay? But what I'm saying is, for 5 minutes, act as if you have everything that you wanted. You're with that significant other. You have the friends that you always wanted. You have people appreciating you. You are in the job that was meant for you. You're appreciated in said job, okay, or said career. Anyhow, soulmate relationship. Are you freaking kidding me? See, the cards never lie. I'm talking about this. I didn't even look down and see what it was. I'm talking about it, and this is what it was. Soulmate relationship. Why can't I get the smoke so that you could see the smoke? Let me see. Come on, angels, help me. Thank you, angels. I want them to see the smoke. Okay, thank you. Okay, so soulmate relationship. New romance. I thought it said roommate at first. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. If I can only read, that would be good. If I can get hooked on phonics and understand how to put consonants and vowels together, I'd be okay. All right, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so the romance that you have been thinking about, but you are too shy to say it because you think, I'll never get all that. That's for the movies, that's for other people, that's not for me. Well, sweetheart and handsome hottie, it is for you. Moon children, it is for you, okay? They're saying that you can have a physical relationship, a financial relationship, emotional relationship, all the realms could be met with this soulmate. Because you might not meet a rich soulmate, and you might not be rich, but a soulmate will always try to help you pay the bills. A soulmate will always work hard to help meet in the middle, so that because you have the same goal, because you care about each other in the same way. So you're always trying to make that other person happy. And that's what you are looking for. So they're saying that there's a spiritual soulmate out there for you, coming in hot for the moon children. Okay? So keep on wishing that. It's okay, like moon children, Cancer, always are self-effacing. They're always like, that's for the movies. You know, if I can just get half of that, I'd be okay. No, the guides, the angels want you to think big. They don't want you to think small. They want you to think big. Okay. I like these cards, so I'm going to do 2 more of these. These are from Genocide. I think I told you that. She reminds me of Genocide. Yeah, she mailed me these cards a long time ago. I gotta start using them again. All my cards over there. Some I've never even shown you. Okay. I had Devin order me 2 more decks, but one of them, I'm so excited. It's a New York deck. Of course I should have that. I should have that. A New York deck. I go, you can give it to me. I want it early because I want it like tomorrow, but I don't know when I'm going to get it. Probably in a week or so. But I'm from New York, so I should have a New York tarot deck. Okay, there's only a few. I mean, I have the Brady tarot, but I wasn't able to really, I felt like there was a boundary on that. And then I also got another deck. I'll show you when I get it. It has something to do with crystal medicine. Anyhow. Okay, so Cancer. What do we need to know for Cancer moon children? Cancer moon children. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. I'm enjoying this reading, even though that's not nice to say, but I'm enjoying doing it because I do so much for the missing and the murdered, and it's really like a sad energy, and it takes so much from me, but this is giving to me, it's making me feel happy, even if it doesn't resonate with anybody. It'll resonate with some people, but just listening to, it's Jason Stevenson music in the background, which he allows me, and it's showing palm trees and skies and water, but it's dopamine release, and trust me, I really do feel like I had a dopamine release, serotonin. If you feel like, somebody asked me, oh, what kind of antidepressants do you take? I was like, none. And I was like, no, I don't take any, I take stress tabs that are chewy gummies. You can get them in CVS. And I listen to a lot of meditation music, and it really does help. It's like you can be in a low level mood, and it releases the chemicals in your brain naturally. So I definitely insist. I suggest. I don't know if you can hear it. One second. that beautiful? The orbs, the beach. Okay, so this was called serotonin dopamine release, plus it absorbs negativity from a situation. And I'm telling you, I really feel it works. The rocks, the orbs. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry, I just had to show you that. That's what we're listening to this whole time. Actually, my other iPad went dead and this one was dead, so I had to plug it in far away, so I hope it came across on the on the video. I did have somebody tell me they wanted to hear, they liked my Dylan Rounds video, but the music was really aggressive and loud, and they said they had trouble hearing it. And I didn't yell at them back because I need the music. I truly need the music. And that particular song was, for that reading, was for my third eye opening, and it had something to do with, I think, Jesus. No, it was for my third eye opening. It was just, very intense, because if I'm working on a case, I need to be able to receive any kind of messages. But anyhow, I said I'm sorry, and I will try to turn it down so the next time you can enjoy it better. Because I used to have somebody that was hard of hearing, and she said, well, you might not like that I have this comment. I would like to watch you, but I'm hard of hearing. I have a middle ear problem or something. And she had hearing aids, and she said with my music it was just too loud, and I guess the banging sound was too much for her. And she was like, so I'm probably not going to be able to stay watching you. So I told her, I said, I do need that music, but I will try to turn it down so maybe you can continue watching me. And then she came back and she said, I'm so happy that you said that to me. She goes, most people just tell me, F off. But she didn't say F off. I'm just, narrating it so that this video doesn't get even longer. Anyhow, palm trees. I just got to show you the palm trees. One last thing, and then see the palm trees? Okay, sorry about that. All right, hi, I'm back. All right. There's no sage left? I'm sorry. Okay, let me just get to it. Just 2 more of these, and then we'll do that. Okay. Okay, so time to move on. This is for some of you out there, and you might not even have to be a Cancer or a Moonchild to hear this. This might be somebody might tell me, hey, I'm an Aquarius, I needed to hear it. Hey, I'm a Leo, I needed to hear it. So it doesn't matter. But I did focus on Cancer, and it says time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Where do you see this girl? Beautiful. So for some of you, it's time to move on. For some of you, it's time to put the period at the end of the sentence, the exclamation point at the end of the sentence, and move on so that the good can come in. So that the new can come in. Okay, I don't know why I have to get hooked on phonics. I'm not drunk. I'm only on the first glass. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do lavender again. I want my black back, my black hair, with the little indications of purple. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. Positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Surround yourself with positive people who are treating you like they want to be around you. They want to know what your opinion is. They want to know what your advice is. Okay? They just want to talk with you and laugh with you, talk about music or talk about sports or there's a big indication for sports out there. So that resonate with some of you. Situations and avoid negativity. And again, the dolphins. Positive energy. Okay. Now I'm going to do these cards. Ooh, love that. Love it. Love it. Okay. Now I don't look at the book. I just go with whatever the angels tell me and whatever the oracle card says. Okay, so this says air. Well, I have this on my lover's picture. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. Okay, look at this, sexy. Okay, so it's saying that for some of you, you're going to go back to the other person. This is how you'll know if this person is your soulmate, the person you're supposed to be with. They actually make you feel like you're getting H2O. You're getting, you're feeling like relieved by their words, by what they encourage you in. And when you leave them, you actually feel better than when you first, when you were without them. Okay? You feel better. You feel like there's a renewed energy. Okay? So you breathe air into them and they breathe air into you. I love that. I don't know why I don't do these cards more often. Okay, and the next one is time out. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. You've had this, but they're saying, okay, you can have this time out as long as you need it, but make a decision. It's time. That's what they were telling me originally. Cancer, moon children, it's time to make a decision about certain two situations. So in other words, you've had your time out, or you want to, some of you want to take a time out, but you're like, all right, I want another time out. Why? To avoid making that decision. But they're saying it's okay to take the time out as long as you're thinking about it, you're meditating on it, whether it's relationships, it's jobs, it's career change, move. Some of you will move. Take that time out and really think about those 2 or 3 things that are very important to you that you're trying to figure out. Okay, then we got soul cage. Rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. Yeah, and you have been they're showing me that some of the moon children felt like you were, I don't know why I say, like in a room, in a house or in an apartment, like you're restricted and not able to do the things that you wanted to do and feel happiness. They're saying take those chains off yourself and stop worrying so much about saving somebody else. Save yourself first. Save yourself. Breathe, get your own air, oxygen first, and then you can help somebody else. But save yourself. Get yourself out of these restrictions that most likely you put on yourself. Yeah, you wanted to be alone, but now they're telling me, don't let those moon children stay alone too long. Okay? Make the decision and get back on the horse. Okay, so rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. So they don't want you to be restricted anymore. They're saying like that time is over. Okay, vulnerability. Open your heart and allow yourself to be tender. Okay. So, Cancer, sometimes your mind gets like jumbled up, and then you either might yell something, or you might just eat it, swallow it, and just like I'll forget about my feelings. No. Now they're saying they want you to feel vulnerable, so a good way for you to do it is write it out. Write out all your feelings in that 8 to 11 page letter. Because you'll really get it out. You'll sit at the table, make sure you have enough paper, and just sit there and say, I'm not going to leave until I get out everything that I want. And use titles on the top of the page. Like one page might be all about my needs and wants. Okay, another page might be, or 3 pages might be about the things that you did that hurt me. Another page, a couple of pages might be about my job or career. Okay, and so just get it all out, and it'll be more organized if you just sit there and get it out, write it down, okay, and then show it to the person that means the most to you, and see what their reaction is. See if a letter comes back from them. Ask them maybe to write back to you, and if they don't hit the high notes on the letter, then you'll have your answer. But just know there's going to be somebody out there that will match your letter for, or even match your letter with a conversation that makes you feel better, because they value you. They value what makes you happy and what makes you sad. They don't want you to be sad. So that's all about showing the tenderness part of yourself, which of course you're afraid to do because you don't want to be hurt again. But the angels are saying it's time, okay? Because you can't just stay by yourself anymore and have the happiness that you really want, okay? Because it's like the moon children will say, okay, dear God, I want my soulmate to do A, B, and C, but I want them to come to my house and tell me they're going to do A, B, and C. And what God and the angels are trying to get to you is they want you to get out in nature. They want you to get out and go after your dreams and your wants and your needs. But they're not going to just send the person to your house, okay, or apartment. They want you to get out and just be a part of nature, and then see what happens. Okay, one more card of these for Cancer. Moon children, thank you. Moon children, Cancer. Oh, telepathy. Oh, I did a canvas on this too. Nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. Okay, is this happening? Are you sending out energy to your significant other? I love this card. I did a little canvas on this. I think Crystal Medicine has it. All right, so nonverbal communication. That's okay. You are very psychic. Maybe the person you're with is very psychic too, but you also need to have it written down so that they can read it, and when they're alone, and then you could discuss it together. But it's saying that throw out that energy. Say that person in your mind. Say their name a couple of times. The person that's alive, in addition to the person that's in heaven. Okay. Send them messages. I want you to call me. I want you to call me. Like, say their name is Joe. Joe will call me. Joe will call me before today's over. Joe will text me. Joe will text. Thanks for texting me, Joe. Thanks for texting me, Joe. Okay, whatever it is. Like, you're sending messages, okay? And then you're making them think of you. I like that. Thank you. Okay, last deck. These are my love cards. And the thing I asked in my head, because now it's 1:42, I don't want to go into, I don't want to be over 2 hours, because I don't even know if this phone can handle it. But anyhow, what I was going to say is, I asked in my head, what was the career thing, what was the job thing for Moon Children? And basically, the only answer I got was, if you're thinking about getting that job, getting a different job than you already have. There was two sets of people. One set of people already have a job, they don't like it. But you can't leave it until you have something to replace it, okay? Because money is important. But your life and being happy, that's even more important. So you have to see if you can work it out, where if you really don't like that job, can you move up? Can you go to a different department? Can you change somewhere in the field? Okay, that's one thing. Then if you totally hate it and you want to switch careers, then you have to, as you're working one job, you have to put out the feels for another job, so you have something to replace and to go to. And then there's another school of people who might be retired or might just be very young, and then I suggest getting 2 jobs, 2 part-time jobs, because like I said earlier in this reading, there was a set of people that were going to be very happy if they got 2 part-time jobs, because they were going to meet different people in both jobs that were going to do something to change their life, okay? Even if it was something silly, like this person just seemed like a lot of fun, or they need to talk to me, and we felt like we knew each other from birth, and we just met. Okay, that's all meant to be, okay? But basically, like, don't. And then there's some people that want to retire, but they're afraid to retire out there. Make a decision and just ask God and ask your guides. They're always there for you. Please help me to know what I'm supposed to do in terms of my career, or in terms of my job. Or I really hate this job. It's killing me. But I don't have enough money if I just leave this job. So just ask your guides to show you a sign, and just wait. Just go about your business and put in your resumes if you need to do that. Apply to jobs if you need to do it. And something will come. Okay, so what do we need to know for Cancer? What do we need to know for Cancer, Moon Children, in terms of love? What do we need to know for Cancer and Moon Children in terms of love? Thank you. tastes like perfume. That's never a good sign. Okay, anyhow. It's just like cheap Merlot in a box. But I didn't have anything else, so don't feel sorry for me. Okay, anyhow. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this. These are my love cards. Yeah, it says soulmate again. Okay, so we had these cards that said soulmate, and now these love cards that say soulmate, and actually the mermaid cards, the same thing. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so they're saying, okay, give it to me. Okay. As I'm looking at my picture of Olivia surrounded by pink flamingos, what I heard was their soulmate is right there. Okay? Their soulmate is right there. Okay, so anything else with this? Yeah. So they're not perfect, just like we're not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay, so they're not perfect. So you might not have. You're like, I didn't know soulmates could hurt your feelings, or make mistakes. Yeah, they're human beings. They're not angels. Okay. So they're trying to say through the cards that your soulmate is around you. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, very good. I like it. I'm digging it. Okay, then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, so it was like you pretty much said a lot of things that you know, were on your mind when you were in a relationship with this person that might have hurt your feelings or betrayed you or messed up, around it. But you held back too. And this person definitely held back. Maybe they didn't say exactly what they wanted for their life. Maybe they were tiptoeing around it, and then just behind your back, or maybe on the side, they just didn't act like they were in a relationship with you. Whatever it was. But you also have to come to the table and say what exactly you expect from the relationship. And if you weren't feeling like there was so much give and take, it was all you giving and them taking, you have to say that. I want more of you showing up, you giving to me, you trying to nurture me, not always me nurturing you and then left with a cold shoulder. Okay? So this card is, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And you have to talk about, well, in the past, somebody hurt me just like you hurt me. And, you know, I never want that to happen again. So I put a wall around myself so that it won't happen. But the problem with walls is that, yeah, nobody can get in to hurt you, but also nobody can get in to love you. Okay. So this is like lots of conversations, lots of deep dives into your innermost thoughts and your fears and your anxieties, without being paranoid that the person's going to be like turned off. And you know, if they are, and they hold back on what they frightens them, then that's not the right person. But the person that's like, oh, really? That happened to you? Well, look, could I tell you what happened to me? You know, that always freaked me out. And then you're like, yeah, definitely want to know about that, because I want to know everything about you, and what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you scared, what happened to you when you were 8, what happened to you when you were little, when you were a teenager, when you were in your 20s, whatever, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. Stay away from the person that says, I don't want to hear about past history. That's the person you stay away from. Children. Okay. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. That could be true for a lot of people. So children get in the way. So you have to make time for you and your significant other in a hotel, or walk on the beach, or walk in the park, or meet you at lunch, meet you at 7 o'clock for dinner. Get away from the children. Meet you in the car. Go in the car and just sit in the car and talk. Anywhere where you could be alone. Okay. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I love that. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Yeah, I just heard in my head, some of you are already friends. Some of you already know them from the past, but it was the wrong timing. And so you felt like, oh, they kind of dissed me, or they, put somebody else, up on the pedestal and just ignored me like I was chopped liver. But now they're saying it's divine timing. You've already met the person that is your love. I hope you enjoyed that. Namaste, everybody. Happy birthday, Cancer. Happy birthday, Moonchild. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you. And please give me a like and some comments to work with. Thank you, guys.